Living in the Arctic tests the boldest spirits. When temperatures plummet far below zero, every hunt turns into a fierce struggle against nature's raw power. For the Inuit, there's no space for doubt. Survival insists on action. So how do you take down a beast weighing over 4,000 pounds? Let's step into that unforgiving world. These massive sea giants, each nearing 2 tons, are more than mere sustenance. A single walrus can feed a whole village for weeks. Its thick fat, up to 6 inches deep, becomes oil for warmth, lighting ancient lamps and shielding vital equipment from the Arctic's icy dampness. The famed tusks, reaching 3 feet long, aren't just ornaments. They're carved into tools and art, tying today's Inuit to a legacy spanning centuries. But don't be fooled. Hunting a walrus in this savage wilderness demands far more than muscle. It's a craft steeped in ancestral wisdom, reading ice flows, decoding animal habits, and navigating fickle weather. For the far north's people, this isn't just about meat. It's a ritual of honor, resilience, and preserving a way of life etched across millennia. In a land where one slip could spell ruin, the hunt must be perfect. The Arctic doubles as nature's icebox, but it's merciless to the tools of survival. Facing a 4,000-pound creature that smashes through arm-thick ice, your gear must outlast the dawn's biting frost. Arctic leftovers aren't your typical fridge scraps. One hunter grinned that his grandma's year-old caribou stew could pass for a hockey puck in this cold. The equipment for walrus hunting ranks among the world's toughest, designed with grit and genius. In a place that breaks the unprepared, only battle-hardened tools endure. Inuit gear fuses centuries of savvy with practical brilliance. Take the harpoon, not just a spear, but a masterpiece with a toggle head that twists beneath the animal's skin, locking tight after striking. A design so clever it'd impress today's engineers. Crafted from walrus ivory or caribou antler, these heads shrug off cold that snaps steel. Chosen not by chance but proven through ages of trial, they hold strong. While some now opt for steel-tipped harpoons, they keep the time-honored toggle trick, using metal forged to stay pliable even below 0° F. Hunters chuckle that their harpoons outshine snowmobiles for reliability, and they might be right. Embur. Old Inuit saying goes, a snowmobile might ditch you, but a good harpoon never will. The harpoon's rope, traditionally bearded seal skin, tells its own tale of toughness. Strips were cut, dried for weeks, and braided into cords that could bear thousands of pounds, essential against a quarry rivaling a truck's weight. This wasn't a quick chore. It was a honed art passed through time. Each slice measured precisely, too thick, and the rope grew stiff. Too thin, and it risked breaking under strain. Modern hunters often use nylon, but not just any kind. Standard lines brittle in the cold. Arctic-grade nylon stays limber at 40° O, a chill so fierce even knows. Hares cry for relief, as one hunter teased. Yet some stick to seal skin, claiming it feels the walrus's intent where nylon only signals a tug. A poetic, yet practical edge. Maintaining gear is a relentless task, met with smart fixes. Many hunters, even with steel tips, soak harpoons in seal oil. Not just custom, but a shield against rust and freezing parts. This oil wards off moisture and salt, letting a well-made harpoon endure over a century, its toggle head still lethal. If it works, don't tweak it, engineers say, and that fits here. Harpoons often bear carved notches, tallies of kills or personal triumphs, etched by steady hands over decades. Float bags, sewn from whole seal skins flipped inside out. Tire out the walrus and mark its spot post strike, holding hundreds of pounds of drag. Some now use bright orange buoys. Hunters jest that walruses must think they're fleeing giant citrus, but the tactic's core remains unchanged. Another gem, the savgut, an ice-testing spear, probes thickness and strength with a metal tip, its sound revealing safety to keen ears. One hunter tapped the ice and quipped, "This is like my mother-in-law, thick but tricky." The ulu, a curved blade knife, shines for skinning and cutting. Its ergonomic grip slices through 4-inch walrus hide, tougher than most boots, without wearing out the wielder, a lifesaver when processing tons of meat. Modern tools like ice anchors and pulleys now aid in hauling a 4,000-pound catch across slick ice, blending seamlessly with old ways. Some swap wooden sled runners for synthetics that glide better. But as an elder grinned, fancy gear's useless if you're lost. though you'll look sharp straying. Tools are stored in rugged, waterproof sealskin bags, sectioned for each item, locatable by touch in the dark, a must with mittens on. One hunter once grabbed his sandwich instead of his ice tester. The lesson stuck. Finding a walrus in this endless expanse is no small feat. It's like spotting a dot on a shifting stadium-sized whiteboard, a hunter mused. Walruses vanish into rocky shores and ice shelves despite their bulk. One mistook them for boulders. Success hinges on knowing their rhythms. Spring finds them on ice near clam beds, devouring 6,000 clams daily. Hunters read ice like a map, spotting breathing holes, smooth-edged up to 3 feet wide, formed where walruses surface every 4–10 minutes. Wind carries their deep roars over a mile, a sound like a lion in a blizzard or a snoring uncle post-feast. Inuit decode grunts for calm, snorts for danger, whistles for feeding, vital cues. Even with GPS, they lean on ancestral haunts. Penis, open waters kept ice-free by currents teeming with life. Seabirds, seals, and murky waters from clam digging signal a herd nearby. Patience rules. Hunters wait by holes or edges. Sometimes, in snow shelters, passing wisdom in whispers. The approach is stealth itself. Walruses sense scent half a mile off, so hunters zigzag downwind, testing air with snow dust. Kayaks of sealskin glide silently, braver than noisy seals, one elder teased. On ice, they roll steps to mute squeaks, reading subtle cues, a raised head for curiosity, a shift for unease. Spacing mimics 2 walruses, 24 feet, balancing silence and support. Winter's dark aids stealth, summer's light demands shadow, play. Seal oil mask scent, though one hunter laughed, after days they smell better than us. Striking is precision incarnate, aiming behind the shoulder, a plate-sized target through 10 inches of hide and fat. It's like spearing stacked leather in a gale. The throw blends power and finesse honed over centuries. Lightning, an elder called it. Cold stiffens fingers, but hunters flex subtly, striking mid-breath in a 2-minute window. Wind skews. Shots, adjusted by feel, not gadgets. The line uncoils flawlessly, a skill of line whisperers, as teams sync like an orchestra. Post-strike, a walrus's 2,000-pound pull tests all. Handlers brace, anchors dig in, triangles or stars of screws absorbing 100 surges over 45 minutes. Hunters rotate, joking it beats desk jobs. The beast dives, then drags, its whistle humming through water. Sealskin floats or buoys wear it down, quick-release knots or modern clips offering escape if ice cracks. Still, 30% slip away, frayed. Lines or missteps the culprits, gear obsessively checked. Hauling a spent walrus needs a landing shelf, stable, low ice, some named by lore. 8 hunters pull 5,000 pounds with pulleys and rhythm, kamutiks flexing under load. Tusks snag, managed by a tusk whisperer. Ideal cold, 5-degree hour to 25-degree hour, keeps gear pliable. Colder, and lines stiffen like frozen spaghetti. Synthetics. Aid but knots rule. A slip loses all. Processing is a marathon. The 1-inch hide, 500 pounds alone, yields to Euless. 2,500 pounds of meat and organs feed many, liver fighting scurvy. Blubber's 6-inch slabs become oil. Tusks, tools, bones, runners, all used. Stomachs turn to drums, intestines to waterproof gear, heart shared fresh. Permafrost cellars or e-gun fermentation preserve it, a communal effort where kids learn, elders guide, and stories flow. Timing hinges on moons, winds, and snow walls. Clouds signal storms. Sites bear ancestral names. Every sound, the knife's swish, snow's crunch, guides the work. In the Arctic, this isn't just survival. It's mastery, blending old wisdom with new grit. Every hunt a living echo of the past.